This is gonna be my opinion, my explanations of them, and then we can discuss it after, like student-teacher discussions here. We start off with Jesse. No, like literally not, I don't even need to. It was my favorite person on the show. I think he deserved better. He was treated shit by everyone. Like, even, you know what? Like, again, I love Walter and Jesse's relationship.
Come on!
I really do think that, like, he was, like, Heisenberg's son, so to speak. He was funny as fuck. They're literally almost peeing my pants laughing. He did everything he was told. He was a good guy, too. He was put in position to do things that he clearly didn't want to do, and he hesitated, but he knew he had to, or else he was gonna probably get killed. But you can tell he didn't want to. Good guy. There actually is so many S tiers in the show, so we have to get picky. We can't just do all S tiers. Ted. He pissed me off so much that, like, it was stupidly funny. The slipping on the rug and him assuming it was the two guys. Come on, Ted. Let's talk about this. When Skylar helped him out, literally risked everything, her own money and whatever, and oh my god, he decides to spend it on a car. Well, I don't know. He frustrated me. I don't completely hate him, though. I don't completely hate him. Just because he was, like, so stupid that it was funny. So, D. Can we agree with that? He pissed me off so much with that car thing, though. I was like, oh, I hate this guy right now. But then he redeemed himself with slipping on the rug and croaking his whole entire body. Do we agree with D for Ted? That's too low for Ted? For Ted. No, we need to be critical here. Ted is F, thank you. I think D is reasonable. I have a love-hate relationship with Hank because he was on the right side. He was doing what he needed to do by the law, by his job. He was a good person. He was doing good shit. He was tough, obviously, because we get the perspective of Walt and Jesse as the main characters through the whole show, right? So I almost was rooting for the bad guys. I feel like we all were the whole time. Between B and C for me. I'll give him B. Are we fine with B? I didn't love him, but I didn't hate him enough to be a C, because C's kind of mid, you know what I'm saying? You know what? He was really smart. Like, throughout the whole thing, like, he fucking knew. He's like, that is not Heisenberg. That is not Heisenberg. That person, not fucking Heisenberg. And he stuck it out through literally the whole show until he found out. What's this guy's name? Steve? I was indifferent to him. I didn't love him. I didn't hate him. I could put him at C and be happy. Like, any sort of emotion I never felt. I was just like, hey, there's Steve Gomez. Oh, there he is again. I liked Ted over Gomez. This guy right here, definitely not on Hank level and definitely not on Jesse level. I'm putting him at an A. He was funny as fuck. Every time he was on screen, I was either giggling or I was full out laughing. I loved fucking Badger. So Gus is interesting to me because I fucked with his character so hard. I might have to change the order of all this, because here's the thing. How about this? He is an S tier because I feel him as an S tier. I loved him throughout the whole thing. He was clever. He was just a really good fucking character. He was smart. And he was, like, the only, like, really fucking professional and, like, keep calm person, which I appreciated. He does not beat Jesse for me, though. So, the order in S to F are obviously, like, good to bad, but the order from side to side, too. So, I liked Jesse over him. If it was the opposite, then I would do this. Get it? Okay. You have to be critical as fuck here. Well, I do. And then you guys can yell at me or love me for my choices. Skinny Pete. I didn't like him as much as Badger. I can't lie. Hate me. I'm going to put him in B, but above Hank. I liked him more than Hank, but I don't think he clears A for me. or that he clears B, I guess. Skylar. Okay, baby. This is gonna be a controversial one. Definitely not S, definitely not A. She's not an F for me. I'm sorry. If you're expecting me to put her in F, I'm not putting her in F. I didn't hate her. Okay, she pissed me off, though. She pissed me off more than Ted pissed me off. But I don't hate her. I'm saving one specific person for F, okay? I'm gonna do this. Why? Not any of the above. However, I understood where she was coming from. Emotionally wise, for majority of it, not all of it. I felt more emotion towards her than I did Todd. I keep forgetting his name. I think it's Ted. Therefore, she has to go above Ted. I at least understood. She, you know, it's like I was going through this journey with her. He just popped in out of nowhere. Thoughts? Skylar is S. She plays a character you're supposed to hate, and she hits it out of the park. I'm not basing it off of that. So everyone tier ranks differently, obviously. I'm tier ranking based off of what I felt towards these people. Like, how did I feel? Did I like them? Did I hate them? Did they annoy me? Did they make me laugh? Did I love them? Did I feel indifferent towards them? That's what I'm doing. I don't give a fuck about how well you played the character. It's what I felt towards them. That's what I'm saying. Skylar's in a horrible situation. She acted accordingly. Sure, she's annoying to us as people that want Heisenberg to win, but she's a person. That's what I'm saying on Orange Pizza. I went on a whole rant for like fucking 10 minutes because I was like, trying to put myself in her shoes. Yes, she shouldn't have cheated, even though, again, that's debatable because they were literally separated and about to get a divorce. And, okay, yep, her giving away the money, that is like, solely, that is what brought her from, I would probably put her, honestly, at the very end of B to the beginning of D, because that pissed me off. I was like, no. This guy, definitely S. I'm probably above Steve, though. I felt indifferent towards Flynn. He wasn't in it that much. I didn't really, there's nothing crazy that happened with him. He didn't make me laugh. He didn't make me tear up. That's one thing, though, is that she said something, I can't remember what, and it made me tear up. That deserves a point. Sorry. Hate me all you want. She goes there. Yeah, I feel good about that. I was so conflicted with this guy because like half the time I was like, damn, like he's really for his men. Like he's a fucking real one out here. I'm gonna put him at B. But I think B's good for Hector. I don't know in what order to have him in. I'm gonna do this and that. I think I'm okay with that. This girl is a bad bitch. I love her. I definitely liked her more than him. More than Hank, though? No. She goes right there. Okay? She was bad for Jesse, but, like, if she was, like, still, like, on the right path, oh my god, their babies would be so cute. Am I biased? Yes, because I ship them so hard. And this is my tier list, so suck my dick. Let's get this out of the way. I'm almost positive you guys would put Lydia up here just because she's a MILF, okay? I get it. Yeah, she's a MILF. But I feel good with that. She pissed me off. She was paranoid all the time. Again, like I said, not in a funny way like Jesse. Jesse was like paranoid but funny. I was laughing my ass off. I was like, get this bitch out. Like, who is she? Sorry, she really did piss me off. I was like, she came out of nowhere. Like, okay, she's like running the whole thing. Also, Mike hated her. He was like, you don't know about this girl. I don't think we knew the extent of how fucking evil she was. Because if Mike thought she was evil, I can't talk about her anymore because I'm actually just going to go into a rant and just say over and over again about how annoying I think she is. You have almost every character too high. C is average. We can't be above average. I do not have these characters too high. This is exactly where I need them. So there's one character, though, that I have saved for F tier. And I knew, by the way, there was no F tier. I had to add it. The absolute worst character. The very first second she spoke in episode 1 to the very last second she spoke in the last season, Oh my god. I could not stand her. I could not stand her. I don't know. I don't even really know why. She was just... Oh, like when they were talking about like Walt's cancer and whatever, I was like, she was like, she's very like, my opinion. Bitch, like, you're not the wife. You're not the one with cancer. No one cares about your opinion. Like, what are you doing? Oh my god. And then when she tried to take the kids from Skylar, oh my god, I'm like, red flag, red flag, red flag. I was so glad Hank was like, Marie, put the girl down. You're being fucking crazy. There was not one moment where I was like, she's so good. It's like I would though. I would, like, when she was taking care of the kids for like 3 months, and then she would say something, and I'm like, oh, you ruined it for me. What a shit family, Skylar and Marie. Whoever their parents were, I feel terribly bad for. Marie, a bad bitch. She steals, she handles dick, she got a tight body. Alright, that's fine. You can have her. My boy, Saul. I told you, he's my second favorite. And did you know, he was only supposed to be in Breaking Bad for 3 to 4 episodes, and then it ended up being like this whole thing, which I'm so glad again, Jesse made me laugh my ass off, and the only person that came close to that was Saul. Loved him. I'm rearranging this. Badger is going here. And you are going here. How do you feel about that? Mm-hmm. Saul's 100% above. Again, was Gus a better character? Yep. But he didn't make me feel much except frustration. I was worried for Jesse. Again, Jesse has a special place in my heart. And I was in fear for Jesse's life multiple times because of this guy right here, okay? Was he a good character? Yes, but he stressed me out. Mike, I fucking loved Mike. Honestly, a part of me wants me to put him in S above Walt, like before Walt. But Walt's character development, progression is just too good. It's too good. It's horrible, but I loved seeing it. Here's the thing. You know what? I'll explain myself after. This is uncomfortable. Okay. It's not my problem. My boy Chuko here. Now, let me just do a wrap up and explain everything one more time so you guys understand where I'm coming from, even though I don't care because this is my opinion. Jesse is number 1. I already explained a million times why. He's mine. Saul, number 2. He was funny as fuck. I can't put him at the same level as Jesse because I felt more for Jesse. I felt sadness. I felt happiness. I felt laughing so hard I almost peed myself. I felt anger for him. So much emotion. So Saul can't beat that, but Saul's funny as fuck. He made me laugh so much. And you know what? It's hard to get me to laugh from a show. Like, I can't lie. Like, yeah, I'm a giggly happy person. Like, whatever. But, like, when I'm watching shows, I don't really laugh much from them. If you get me to laugh, it's endgame. He's number 2. Walt's number 3, S tier, because he's fucking Walt. His development was crazy. He pissed me off so much to the point where I want to rank him at a fucking D. However, I can't because he was just too good. So he goes right there. Mike, I would rank him as S, but if I'm being honest, I liked him as a person. I fucked with him, and Jesse fucked with him, and he fucked with Jesse, so he's at the beginning of A. But I didn't really feel any emotion towards him, if I'm being honest. But he was too good of a character to not have right there. Same with Gus. He didn't make me feel much emotion besides he made me feel fear for Jesse. Therefore, he scared me. So there's that. But like he was a really good character. So he can't be S tier for me, but he's a good character. I fucked with him. I fucked with him and Mike, probably the same, to be honest. Like, they were both, if I could match people up, I would put Mike and Gus as, like, they were both very fucking good together. They're on top of each other. Anyways, I'm putting Tuco at A because he's funny as fuck. He was crazy. He was wow. Hank, I liked him. He wasn't like mid for me, so he's at the beginning of B, but it was halftime rooting for him to figure it out, and I was like, wait, but I'm rooting for Walt and Jesse, so then I would switch my mind. It was just very confusing. The whole time, like, Loki was like, oh, like, I know he's gonna find out eventually, like, how is he gonna do it, and him, like, persevering, and, like, everyone's telling him he's stupid, like, they already caught Heisenberg, blah, 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 but he stuck to his gut. Respect that. Badger, he's just funny as fuck, to be honest with you. He made me laugh Not as much as Jesse and Saul, and also he wasn't in it as much as them, so like I didn't really feel much towards him besides laughter, so he's right there. Jane, she's a bad bitch. I wanted him and Jesse to have babies together, but then she croaked out a lot. Then Skinny Pete, he was funny, and that was about it. He's at the very end because I thought Badger was funnier, but again, I didn't really feel too much towards Skinny Pete. Skylar, okay, she annoyed me, but again, I understood it. Did I like her? Did I like her though? No, I didn't like her. She can't be a B or A or S. All of these characters I liked more than I liked her, but she's not at F or D or at the bottom of C because I understood where she was coming from, and she made me tear up at one point. She has to be there. Hector, I fucked with him. He was a badass. That's about all there is to it. Flynn was mid. I didn't feel anything towards him. And then Steve, I just felt indifferent to. He never pissed me off. He never made me like him either. He was just like, oh, that's a character in the show. Ted was, he pissed me off with, the little time that he had on the show, he made me so mad. But then it got to a point where, like, I started to find humor in it. So he's not at F. And he's not where Lydia is because I hated her more than him. Lydia pissed me off. I hate how paranoid she was. And she was just like a random bitch at the end of the show. Like, who are you? Like, get out. Marie, because she's my F queen. Hated her. Fuck her. So annoying. Like, I can't even give you any other reasons besides that. Again, the very first episode, hated her. The very last episode, hated her. There was nowhere in between where I liked her even once. Even if there was a smidge, she would, like, say something, and I was like, you ruined it, bitch. You could have redeemed yourself. So bad. That's my tier list on the Breaking Bad characters.